I just need you to finish strong, like with that last line, on like the same delivery you had on the line before. So you got it. All right, play that. Ready? Yeah.
Yo, bro. What's up? We're ready for the interview? It's about that time. Yeah, just tell us. You said we want to do it now.
We in a session right now.
You can do the session after, bro. It's alright. I'm sad we had this time playing. You know what I mean? What's DJ Khaled about to do? What are you doing, bro? What's going on? What's going on?
I heard you didn't get to finish your song.
What song? What you talking about? Bro, what are you talking about? What song are you doing?
I can't let you finish your song.
What?
So I'm gonna let you finish your song.
Bro.
Yeah, who the best at, nigga? This nigga's crazy. Yo, Haysuse, after my guy finishes his song right here, you know, we're gonna have an interview. Jamal, Haysuse, is Just Talk.
Lately I've been moving through the motion. Feel like I'm drowning in the ocean.
So I wanted to show you this video that you might have seen already. You can just click play. Turn the volume up. I don't know if you can.
Like if my choice of lifestyle was a person, is Haysuse, bro. Like the choice of wanting to be in the cut, stay low, and just focus on what matters, and having people to feed off of that vibration with, that's super Haysuse, bro. Y'all conversation will go too crazy. I'm pretty sure if you were to dive in with him on his thought process throughout all this shit, because he's also growing a good resume right now. I feel like, dramatic to say, and y'all can hold me to it because this is on camera, right? Mm-hmm. He the one with the torch right now. Y'all can argue that however y'all want it, bro. Haysuse.
Yo, shit like that make me just want to get up and go back to work type shit. Like, that's my brother though. I love that nigga.
I feel like it was good to start with that. I haven't started with a video like that before, but I feel like being that he said that, I just wanted to like get your reaction and like how did you feel like about
when I first, or like all I really like remember off rip was when he had FaceTime me, and then like y'all put it in the interview or whatever, and then when I seen the interview, I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like, I don't know, I just wasn't expecting that, but Ronan was always the person to like push me. Like I wouldn't be like networking like how I'm networking and even having like some of the opportunities with certain artists that I'm working with to like make better music if it wasn't for him just being like, yo, like whenever you get out of work, you feel me, like just pull up. We gotta go to the studio. We gotta go for me to Brooklyn, Queens, wherever. And that shit just told me to like really like to be humble because there's certain days like you really gotta thug it out and then like just to like not get too comfortable. But I'm always like jittery anyway, so I'm never gonna get too comfortable. But yeah, that was a crazy moment. I appreciate both of y'all for that because that shit was crazy to me. Yeah, first time I seen that shit, I was like, nah. I stopped what I was doing and I started cooking because it's like you gotta show and prove.
For sure. You make beats. You do a little bit of everything. You write. You do a little bit of everything. How did you get started with making music?
I started like singing first in the choir. Like with my sister and all that, like we grew up in church and all that. But like I used to be like the annoying little brother, so I would just do whatever she did to like show her I was better than her. And then like, she was better than me though. Now I'm thinking about it. Like I was good, but she was better than me. And then like she would play piano, I would play piano, and then I kind of took a backseat to that because I started drawing for a little while, and she started making music, and like I would write here and there. I got back into it when I was like 9, but like I was still like just writing. Stuff like that. Like I was still just drawing every day. And like as we got older, like everything went like this. Like she started like painting and doing all that, and I just started recording more, you know, writing and just making mad beats. Like I didn't know I could get beats like online. Like I would see them online, but I didn't know like I could like just take it. I thought that was just for show. So I was like, all right, I gotta learn how to make a beat. Yeah. So, but that was when I was like 11, 12-ish type, and then I'm like 25 now. Like, I'm 25 now.
You like 25?
Yeah, so, I don't know. It's cool as a journey.
So you was doing that, but were you rapping yourself, or was it always about just writing? And
Oh, no, yeah, I was rapping myself. That was why I started making beats, because I was like, yo, I don't got no beats. I was
sound like Kanye.
12, 13, trying to get beats with no money. So it was like, I need something to cook up on.
Yeah.
And I think the first thing I worked on was like some shit called Mixcraft. And it was not it. Like it was not it. And then I got FL Studio, and like down the line, I was like, yo, I don't know if this shit gonna work for real. And then I heard Metro Boomin. I forgot what song it is. It's a Future song. It's like 1500 or something, more jealous, some shit like that. And I was like, yo, he made that on FL. Nah, I'm gonna keep making shit on FL. And I didn't even meet Ronan until like 2017, like after I graduated. I graduated in like 2015.
That's crazy.
And shout out to my guy Ezekiel. My guy, I love you if you ever watch this. But one day I was linking up with him. We went to like middle school together. And we went to go like play ball. I'm walking up the hill and shit. I used to live by like Lincoln on Midland, like on the same street as Tibbetts. And he was just like, yo, bro, like, you know Rondon? And I'm like, nah. Like, who's that? He was like, yo, like, that's my boy. Like, we went to high school together. Like, he makes beats. You should tap in with him. And then he gave me his gram. And I forgot who hit who up. But one day, like, he just hit me. He was like, yo, I'm going to cook. Like, you want to slide? I was like, yeah, where you at? And he lived, like, on the south at the time. So where I lived at, like, it wasn't really, like a crazy walk. So, like, I just walked. And, like, every day that summer, like, we were just linking up from, like, the first day.
You was doing that.
Just brought us here.
Y'all don't know Yonkers. That walk is...
Nah, I used to walk everywhere, though. So it was just like, nigga was still fat. It'd be like that. I'm just thinking about all the memories now. Because, like, even the first day in his crib, like, niggas just geeking out. Because, like, when you're a kid and, like, you realize, like, you slowly start to see that all this shit is, like, mad close to you. Like, you're, like, a kid in a candy store, like, well, all the candy's just behind the glass. Like, it's not really for you yet.
Yeah.
So it's just like, now I'm starting to feel like everything's starting to make more sense. Like, all the work is paying off, and like all the like good people that I know, and meeting all the good people that like all of my friends know, you know, stuff like that. So it's just, but that was a long-winded answer. But I was trying to answer that and the Rondon answer at the same time. I mean, the Rondon question at the same time.
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, you gave it all in that one answer, so you're good.
I wanted to ask you though, like when did you realize you wanted to start like podcasting for real?
So for me, this started in college. So it's also gonna be a long-winded answer, but in college, I was taking a communications class because I had to take some sort of like elective or whatever. So I got introduced to this studio that was in town because I went to school in Vermont and it was a small ass town. So I got introduced to this like non-for-profit like recording studio where it's like TV production. So they had a set. So if you go back and watch any of the old videos that I've ever done, we was on a set and I learned like how to use all the equipment in there, and taught me how to use some of the other equipment, even though I already knew how to use like basic like iMovie and stuff like that, but he taught me how to use Final Cut and Premiere Pro. So we started recording it. It started off as doing like introductions and talking about like what's going on, because I was part of student government. So we were talking about what was going on in school. And then the teacher was like, oh, you can talk about whatever you want. So I was like, I bet. And Kanye had announced that he was going to drop The Life of Pablo. So we went and we recorded an episode talking about how we felt about The Life of Pablo, like what are our thoughts like initially on it. And people kind of gravitated towards it and liked what we had to say. So it kind of went from there. So it was kind of like, I didn't know. And I had to do like 7 videos for the whole class. And we sat down and recorded for like an hour. And I just chopped the video up into 7 different parts. And the teacher was like, you're done for the semester. And we was only like 2 weeks into the semester. And I was like,
that's tough.
So she was like, oh, if you want, just tell me, you can go to the studio and record. And that'll count as like your attendance for class. So I asked my friends, I was like, yo, if y'all free during this time, if y'all don't have class, we can go. So that's what we started doing. So we started talking about like relationship questions, money, basketball, and then it kind of just went from there.
That's fire.
But yeah.
Yo, shout out to whatever teacher that was.
Yeah.
Because that's love.
Yeah. I appreciate that because it helped me. And then like coming back home, I didn't know how that would like roll over. but so many people were like, "Yo, I want to get on Just Toss. I want to get on." And sometimes in my head, I don't realize that it's as big as it is because it doesn't feel that big of a platform.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing how many people like randomly come up to me at times, I'll be like, "Oh shit! Like this is actually bigger than I thought it was."
Like, yeah, that's crazy. And like
And
the way
it
you
is
do
just
everything is
starting.
like official.
Yeah.
Like so.
And it's just starting still. Like I'm still growing. I know I'm not like this big, huge platform, but it's good to know that gotta stay consistent with it because it could go to that next level. So
Nah, yeah, I definitely feel like I'm gonna go to that next level.
yeah.
Especially when niggas is doing that Genius Studios for me. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Nah, but
So I was gonna ask, what's your favorite part about like making beats and stuff?
my favorite part about making beats specifically is that I don't gotta talk to nobody. That and like when I'm having like a great day or like a horrible one and like I make like a crazy ass beat, like it's crazy. Like I always feel like this weight that's lifted off my shoulders. Like not to sound like crazy, but it's like you could get out that emotion without having to say anything. Like it's like it's bro.
No, because music is a lot about emotion. It's like
Yeah.
how you feel. I was going to ask you a question about that, but it's a lot about how you feel, and it's almost like you can't like fake that when you're putting certain music out. You know what I mean? So
Nah, yeah. A lot of my stuff is like really like dark. Like especially if I'm like making the whole beat, like if I'm making like the sample and throwing the drums on it, like a lot of it is like either like soft melodies and like hard drums or just like everything is just gotta hit. Like it just I don't know. But I come from like the Kanye Cole. Like that's what I wanted all of my stuff starting out to sound like. Like My Beautiful
they're
Dark
kind
Twisted
of the beats
Fantasy.
that they were doing.
Yeah, like Born Sinner and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy are like my two like favorite albums.
It's like if you ever listen to like a J. Cole beat or a Kanye beat, you can already automatically tell that that's them. Or like Pharrell, like how Pharrell has that, like you ever listen to a Pharrell song and they got that like counting to go, and then they go into the song like.
I never realized. I think it was like a TikTok video or something where they were like explaining his process for real, and it's like
It's a 4 count.
like every single time. That's so crazy to me.
It's on every single song. I was in the car a couple weeks ago and I was playing music for somebody. And I was like, you can't tell that this is Pharrell.
Yeah, nah, yeah. Once they said that, I was like, oh, that's. Now you could just, I don't know. But wait, what was the question?
Have you realized that there's a thing for you that for you to identify? Because for me, I've listened to a lot of the beats that you've done, and I've tried to catch it, and I can't. But people always say like, "Yo, you can't tell that that's Haysuse." I'm like, no, because a lot of your stuff sounds different, and it's like, how do you get into those different pockets? But
that was it was fake a struggle, because it was like I only wanted to make like boom bap stuff, but I was trying to make everything from scratch just because like I didn't know like I could buy like sample packs and stuff, and after a while like everything just started sounding kind of cool. So I was like, oh, all right, I'll just see where I go. And then all like, what was the year when like trap music really became like the thing? I can't remember, but like in that time, like our whole adolescence type shit to now, we saw like mad different types of music drop from like 808s to like 070 Shake to like Frank Ocean and like. Then it's like Adele, Beyonce, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's like you hear all these different types of grooves, and it's like, nah, I need to have this and that. And like I know all the older producers come from like having a certain type of sound, and I feel like I'm getting to that now. But at the same time, like sometimes I don't want y'all to know that it's me. Like I still want y'all to be like, oh shit, like who's made this? But,
so you wouldn't put a tag on your, like how some people do. Some people don't do it, but some people.
I'm gonna put the fight back tag. That's a fact. Tag. But I thought about like one for myself, but it would only be like once in a blue.
I was using them as an example because with Kanye and Cole, like Cole uses, especially on 2 of those albums, he uses the same drum kit. if you ever listen to a Cole like album again, he uses the same drum kit. Kanye West used some of like the similar like samples on his songs and stuff like that. So
he uses like a lot of the same team. I don't know, but it's crazy because like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy has like Runaway, But then like the Runaway on Cole shit is like that's why like those two albums always like fuck with me, just because of those two songs for some strange reason, because they're both called Runaway.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like two totally completely different vibes. And then like you got Hell of a Life, and then you got like Mo Money, and then you got like the shit with like Cole and 50, and then shit what is it? See Me Now, the shit with Beyonce and Charlie Wilson, like those two. I always wish like they had more music together. Like those two vibes would have been crazy. But I think they just had that one song on
Who, Kanye and...
it's an old song.
Kanye and Cole?
Yeah, it was like
On the... Was it on the team project, the Good Music Project? I know J. Cole had put it on the end of Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, that's
it was the Looking for Trouble song.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
But besides that, I don't think they ever... Damn, now you got me thinking about his drums. Like, does he use old head drums? Like,
who, Cole?
Cole, yeah. Like
a lot of, if you go back and listen to it, a lot of his things, you can always tell when it's a Cole beat, cause like it was something that I noticed when I was listening to it, his music, and then like listen to, after this is over, listen to something on Forest Hills Drive. And then listen to Mac Miller's, what was the song that he did for Mac Miller? I think it was Hurt Feelings. I think he did the beat for her. He did the beat for her. He did the beat for her.
He did that Corday record too with Anderson .Paak. That sounded like.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
J. Cole made that beat.
That's tough. I fuck with that beat.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
You still my favorite rapper, J. Cole. Yeah.
You happy for him?
Always. Like him and Kendrick is just like. That's another one too. Like To Pimp a Butterfly, it's OD. He's become an ass about that one.
Yeah, you look like you like To Pimp a Butterfly.
What you mean? Bro, you get dreads and niggas just start saying you look like whatever. Like I'm Haitian, I'm Muslim, I'm an activist.
Oh man, that's
crazy. You never know. Exactly.
Praise God.
Do you want to talk about Fight Back?
You like, where do I want to start? Fight Back was cool for me because it kind of was like out of nowhere. Like one day, Ronan called me. He was like, "Yo, I'm about to go chill with Flam and Abu," and I already knew. You feel me? Like Abu, my guy Smutty. You feel me? I met Scoop a little while after meeting Rondon, but I had never met like Flam and my boy Nick. And as soon as I went there, like, it was just fire vibes. Like, Flam just seen me. He heard me cooking and shit, like, on the headphones, just sitting there silent and shit. He's like, yo, you mad quiet, but you got some shit. You feel me? And, like, we just ended up getting closer. And one day he told me, he's like, yo, I'm about to join this group with the guys called Fight Back. And I was like, yeah, like, I need an extra nigga. He was like, who? And I'm like, me. I'm like, yeah. Now, pause. He said that, and then he called him. And then Flame was like, let's do it. And I don't know, ever since then it was just niggas linking up, cooking. And just, it's really cool when everybody else has like a set perspective in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see everybody's like patterns, like when they're creative.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see like the little sparks when they make a mistake and it turns into some whole other shit. And that's what I get whenever I work with like a different member of the group. So I don't know. I can't wait to see like where everybody's at, like when we're like grown and shit, and we got like kids, and it's gonna be cool. Like it's gonna be a cool story for real.
Yeah, you can sit back and tell them.
Yeah.
I always wondered like how it worked with you guys, cause the sounds are different. Like Nick and Flam, like their sounds are a little bit different than what you guys typically do. So I always wondered how did that end up blending together.
I mean, for me personally, like I just love to like experiment. So whenever I hear like when I first heard Nick's music, I was like, oh nah, we gotta figure some shit out. Like, for me, like, cause he still has shit like yet to release. For me, in the main camera, yet to release. But Flame too, like, even Ron, like, for me, I don't want to snitch on niggas, but my son wrote a rap one time in the stew, and I was like, nah, you gotta drop that, but he not gonna jack it. But everybody has like a certain style and like a certain taste that when you, like, once we sit down with each other, we always just find a way around it. Like, but I feel like it's because everybody's open minded too. Like my favorite thing is making like dark R&B, like trap, and Smutty might make some shit like some reggae or like some Detroit type shit. Rana I make some soulful shit. For me, he'll make some smooth R&B shit. And Flam will he'll make like some like use like an island vibe. He'll give you like a country rock record. Like he got mad different bags. I'm an oldie. That's the other thing too. Like you get to like share y'all notches, like the notches on y'all belt with each other, and like everybody gets to add one. So like I don't know. The best part about it would just be the fact that everybody like is like it's like a Yonkers thing, and just the fact that everybody's like willing to work with each other for real. That's like the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, who was I talking about? I think I was talking about that with Rondon, about the being able to come together and people actually willing to work with each other. Because you talk about back in the day when we was younger and people was not willing to do that.
Nah, yeah.
There was
Even
a lot
now
of
today.
separation.
Because New York's a little... We fake always been like that, though. Like, everybody think they the shit. So it's like...
It's because it's the genre that it is. It's already, like, it's supposed to be, like, a competitive genre as is. So it's like... I want to show you that I'm better than you. They think about the whole idea of how verses started, and when it was like, my music is better than yours, or I have a bigger catalog than yours, and then it turned into this big shit. So,
nah, yeah, that's true. Damn, that's a good point. Yeah, that locks one was crazy.
it's the best one. Yonkers is what we 3-0, 4-0,
Yeah,
4-0 in verses right now, because it was Kiss twice, because he did the last one.
Facts. Nah, the shit with him and Fab was tea.
Drunk Jada.
That shit was mad funny.
And then Snoop and X, but everybody
Facts.
comes to a conclusion that X won that.
Yeah.
Didn't Mary do one?
And then Mary did one. But I can't remember who she did.
Mary
hers
did
against.
one?
Yeah.
Damn,
you never
I
saw
missed
the
that.
memes and the gifs of her dancing at the...
That's what that was?
Yeah.
Yo, that's tough. Nah, shout out to Mary.
So we 4-0. 4-0.
That's tough. I need like a producer versus.
A
That's the
producer
case.
versus... I mean, when they were supposed to do that, or that's how it originally started, I believe.
Oh, like the original verses? Like it was supposed to be like a producer
I
versus?
think that's how it started off. I think. I can't remember. Don't quote me on that.
Because Swiss Beats battled Just Blaze like one night, and then they did the battle, and then that went viral.
I thought it was the writers that did it first. I
Nah,
forgot
it
the
was
two
Swiss
writers.
Beats and Just Blaze.
Okay.
Swiss Beats smoked them.
I think y'all facts. That's a fact because who was it on live? It was Boy Wonder and Hit Boy,
Yeah.
and they was going back to back. I seen that one. That shit was fire. Yo, Hit Boy is so nice. Boy Wonder's nice too. Like they both fire, but Hit Boy is like OD. Hit Boy's OD.
So I have a question that was sent to me by Sko. He told me to ask you.
That's tough.
So I reach out to some people and ask you, what should I ask you? And he told me to ask you, what happened to love?
That's tough.
I don't know what that is.
I left it in the gated community.
Moment of silence.
Moment of silence. But what happened to love is like, is it the second? I think it's like the second song. When I was like 18, I want to say I dropped like 3 songs on SoundCloud, and I was just like fighting with myself in my room, like, yo, I gotta show niggas I can rap. I can make a song like everybody's gonna feel, and like I can make like a song. So then I dropped Free, What Happened to Love, and I think the other song was called Rest in Peace. But What Happened to Love is like the one song that like everybody fucks with, and it was fire because when I first met Sko, like at the time, like that was like one of my favorite artists like from the town. I mean, still is, but like now I'm seeing like it's so much talent, like even like people I don't know. But when I met him, it was fire because at first it was just beats and shit, and then he heard the song and he was like, yo, this is you, like this is crazy. And then he just ended up showing everybody. You feel me? Shout out to bro. And niggas just like, yo, like you should make another one, like. So I don't know, maybe one day.
Maybe
soon.
you should. I was gonna ask about your own music, your own project, because you know, like a lot of people today, they're doing, especially people that are able to make beats and produce and stuff like that. They
That's a fact.
do almost like those collab projects, almost like how Metro Boomin did, has done over and over again. Would you ever do something like that, or is that something that you're thinking about doing? Or
Yeah, it's a few artists I wanna do that with. It's a few artists that I'm doing that with right now too. You feel me? Like I want to shout out people. I'm gonna end up shouting out like 100 people. But you feel me? Towards the end, I'll talk more on that. But it's a lot of good shit. I can say right now though, shout out my nigga Iman, man. Facts. Something going crazy. We got some shit in the stash. You feel me? But damn, I wish he was here so I could talk him into playing some shit. For real. But it's a lot of good music going on right now. Especially in New York, I feel like we have like a resurgence every few years. So I'm seeing a lot of artists that I want to work with.
see, the thing about New York is that we have to figure it out, because we kind of let the other sounds take over, and like we're using the drill sound, but the drill sound is not even a New York thing. It's something that we've kind of adapted because it's like the popping thing right now. We have to figure out like what our sound is again. If somebody can do that.
Yeah, I mean, to be completely honest, I think that the drill sound is fire. I just wish that it was more artists making like actual songs instead of like dissing people. Like especially like me being a producer, when I first heard like Dior by Pop Smoke, I was like, what is this? This shit is crazy. Like, bro. Who was it who made that beat? 808 Mellow. Facts. That nigga dumb nice. But this nigga's going crazy. But I just wish it was like a different energy. Cause I don't know, like the energy is still like the production gives you a lot of energy. So I guess people feel like you have to come with a certain tone. But I don't know, it's always bittersweet like that. Cause there's always a real side of that part of the music that comes with it. But I feel like everything's here to stay though. Cause in a way, like I was looking at it like once you make it to like the Jersey drill, that's kind of leaning over to house. You feel me? And then like everything just ends up going in a circle if you just go slow enough. Actually,
I mean, that's how. Did he give credit to Jersey, or did he say it was Philly when Uzi did I Just Wanna Rock? Because that was more of like a Jersey sound.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hope he gave credit to Jersey. I know, I know Philly be doing that though. But
from Philly though,
yeah, because I think they do that down in Philly, but it is a Jersey. It is a Jersey sound. So
I didn't even know, like growing up, like I would hear that shit, like whenever you go to Jersey or like whenever it's like fucking Jersey Shore on or something. But I didn't really realize like how like deep rooted that was like in the culture until I got older, and I was like, yo, that's fire, because that's like how like the Bay has their shit and like Detroit got their shit.
Yeah, no, it's so deep rooted into the culture there. Cause I have family from Jersey, and when we used to go to like family parties and stuff like that, that's all they used to play. And as soon as they got into their bag of that, and I was like, yo, I'm ready to go.
Nah, that's my thing.
I'm ready to go.
Whenever I go out, like I could go anywhere for real if it's not too crazy, but the playlist got to be a little bit like
diverse,
especially if I walk in and it's already diverse. Like if I walk in and it's fucking like not even some Jersey, like it's like I don't want to sound crazy. Nigga said I don't want to get canceled. But nah, I'm really saying that because I went to an event the other day and like I'm Hispanic, but I don't really know Spanish like that. Like I'm more rooted in like the black side of my culture. And my man's is Dominican and like the whole shit was like Dominican music. And in the beginning, like I'm fucking with it.
But it's after a
A few
while.
hours go by. I'm like, all right, oh, this is a new song. All right, copy. This is tough. A few hours go by. I'm like, I might have to pack it, bro. Like, at least give me some Bad Bunny, son. You feel me? It was like the old school shits. So it was just like, and then niggas is dancing is fire, but I just need like a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
You feel
just
me?
a,
Like,
just a
yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little
and
bit.
then we could go back. Like, give me a breather. You feel me?
And then we
Like,
can.
and it was
go
like
back.
cookout vibes. Like, just give me 21 questions. Just like 2 minutes. You feel me? And then we go back to, but.
So, question I've been asking everybody, and I'm trying to stick with this question, even though I kind of mess up the question all the time. But the question is, if you were, I'm trying to mix up how I ask the question because I want people to answer it a certain way.
I know. Yeah, I know what you're about to ask. Yeah, that's funny.
It doesn't necessarily have to focus around money, but if you don't have to worry about money and you're focused, and the government somebody just hand you a couple $1 million and say you don't have to worry about anything, you can just do whatever you want. You can focus on it. Rondon said like he likes to cook. What is something that you like to do that you would do? You want to talk about his food?
I'm not gonna go too long-winded on this. Facts. But wait, have you ever had like any of his cooking?
I've never had. I keep hearing about his legendary pancakes.
Yo, this is the main camera, right? Yo. Yo, gang, I need a plate. I need one for me. I need one for Jamal. And I need one for Dice. But I need the pancakes. What else? I need the pancakes with the smoothie. Oh, I'm not even gonna say the last one. Bro, he really be going crazy. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm gonna go back on topic. Cause now I'm getting hungry and I ate already. But fucking, what was the question? Oh, something I would do if I had all the money in the world. Now, I remember this question. If I had all the money in the world,
You can do literally whatever you want.
I do want to act. I feel like that would be cool, but I'll probably just make more music. I'll probably just help people though, cause like I feel like that was why I first started making music, to like try to like make things better, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But life is trash. Nah.
Wouldn't that be a reason to help people though?
Nah, facts, yeah. But that's why you gotta keep making music. You feel me? Never give up on your dreams. You feel me? But nah, if I had all the bread and I was good, I'll probably act. You feel me? Just act and just do like community shit or something. Keep
Act
making
like
music.
we're gonna talk in pretense because we didn't record it yet, but act like how you're gonna act in the skit that introed this podcast.
Somewhat. For me, I fake want to be like Denzel, but like I'll never be like Denzel. I just want to roll like that.
You gotta go see. I don't know if you saw it yet, but The Equalizer just came out.
It's fire.
Yeah, it's fire. It's fire.
Alright, cause I seen the second one. I was like,
I didn't. Did I see the
I
second
don't
one?
know Denzel.
It's
for
better.
me. But nah, I can't just put that on Denzel. But I don't know. I'm gonna check it out. Cause I can never like not give him a chance. You feel me? That's like when I see the Cole features.
Bro, speaking of Cole features, this is off because it got me tight. Did you hear this? Did you hear the Cole feature on Gucci's new song?
No, because people keep telling me that it's getting them tight,
Don't listen to it.
and I don't want to.
Don't do it to yourself.
It's like that.
Don't do it to yourself. Yeah.
It was no.
Don't do it.
It was not one good line.
Yes, there is, but it's not like something that like
Because I know he's on a trap beat.
it has no replay value whatsoever. Respectfully, and Cole's my favorite artist.
Hold on.
If anybody knows me, they know like
Nah, yeah, I love Cole.
it's not something I'm never gonna play that song ever again.
Damn.
Personally, I'm never gonna play that song ever again.
I'ma just. Because on my laptop, before y'all came, I was on my laptop and it was just there looking
You
at
about to
me.
listen to it?
I was gonna listen to it.
I mean, you can listen to it. We can listen to it after this, just so you can form your own opinion. But for me, I'm never listening to that again.
Nigga might get some fan mail from me.
So speaking of music, we kind of touched on it before when we were talking, and it's kind of like just like broad based on music. Being that music is something that like you hold dear to you, how do you feel about music now Because there's talks that music could not necessarily fade away, because I don't think music will ever fade away. But it's kind of like a lot of people are not taking it as serious. They're kind of just chasing the bag, and once they get the bag, they're not even trying to make something that they actually like, per se. You know what I mean? So, like, how...
I feel like hip-hop kind of has been marketed in a way to be, like, to kind of become that in a way. And today, like, it's always weird when I say this, because I rarely say this, but, like, you fake gotta know the culture, you know? Like, you gotta brush up on things. Like, even if you do make trap music and sibling or whatever, like, nigga, learn about 3 6 Mafia, at least. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, something. Because a lot of times niggas don't even be having, like...
A lot of people don't do that. And it's crazy, because hip-hop, 50 years is a long time, but it's also not that long of a time to figure out a lot of artists. Because if you think about it, you think about 50 years, and you think about an artist like J. Cole, I mean, well, you can use J. Cole, but Jay-Z or Drake, I mean, Jay-Z's been around since 96.
Yeah,
so
facts.
that's almost, we're close to almost 30 years of Jay-Z music. So if you think about all that in between, and then a little bit before that, it's like, it's
and then all of a
that
sudden,
much research.
the new artists don't have longevity, supposedly. And it's like, why not? For me. But I feel like people kind of move really fast when it comes to, like, the process of making music. I feel like people don't want to sit down and, like, take their time and stuff. And, like, it's always fire to just, you know, you make some shit seamlessly. You know, you was just in a flow state. That's fire. But I love just waking up early and just taking my time.
Yeah.
For me, like, with everything. Because I feel like it does make a difference in the long run, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to need people that I know to like, pick up the slack. Because something I was talking about with somebody the other day is, like, there's nobody, I mean, unless you guys can prove me wrong, but there's nobody that's coming up after, like, Drake, Cole, and Kendrick. Like, once they're done, it's kind of like, it's it. But, you know, like, when Wayne was on his way, like, we had just got Drake. And then the same thing for, like, when Jay-Z was coming up, it was, like, introduced to Jay-Z and Nas. There was no fall-off point. We don't have that person right now that we looking at.
I feel like, especially, like, in hip-hop, that might not happen again, just because, like, again, like, I feel like it's a whole new wave of artists that don't necessarily, like, might not even like that music, to be honest. Like, it's crazy how, like, the generations change really quickly. Like, a lot of young niggas that I know still listen to Drake, of course. Like, everybody listens to Drake, but they don't really listen to Drake like that. For me, but that, and also I feel like it's not gonna be like that again, because, in my opinion, I see, like, the independents just kind of just building over the years. I feel like it's gonna come to that, where it's just like, yo, we don't even care about that. Like,
yeah,
like, we're making our own money. You feel me? Like, we're not, like, in no type of bind with, like, nobody giving us a loan or nothing like that. And a lot of artists are learning the business now, too. So when you build the leverage, it's like, a lot of shit don't matter when you build the leverage, because everything kind of just comes to you at that point. That's really, like, my main goal, you feel me, with everything I do with the squad, myself, whoever. Like, just leverage.
Yeah.
Because I never want to put myself in that position. It's not about that for me. Yeah. Oh wait, who you saying that they got to pick up the slack?
People that I know, just in general. People that I know. I'm talking the hometown, because I don't know.
Oh no, I thought you had, like, some artists specifically that
in mind about like locally.
That no, like, the ones that you feel like that are, like, that could, like,
That's
push
already
that envelope.
like that's already close to that. That could do that. That could be.
Well, not like.
Not, they don't have to be, like, super, like, duper like that. But if you're talking about that are close to that already, I would say somebody like JID. Because he already has that, like, following. I feel like, honestly, the pandemic sort of kind of fucked him up, because he had this crazy push right before the pandemic started, because he had that sound of trying to do festivals and stuff like that. He was building that following. Not that he doesn't still have it, because he does, but it's just not. It's not the same as it was. And then after that, I personally, I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head.
Yeah, niggas tried to make it Jack Harlow, And I fuck with Jack Harlow's music, but
I'm not jacking that.
not as like, I don't jack him as like the next Drake, but like I've been listening to his music for a minute, like before he became like the what's poppin'.
Yeah.
Cause and like when I heard that I was like, oh, it's lit. This nigga's out of here. But I never heard him make no shit like that before that. But
Yeah.
JID, that's it. JID's tough.
He's probably not the only person, but off the top of my head, that's the only person I can think of.
Yeah, I always wanted like to see Smino get bigger, but I feel like he always like ups the ante anyway, and he's just not like he just be on his own.
You know who was on the way of doing it, but kind of fell off? The person I thought would have did it was Chance, and then Chance kind of just.
You know what's
He had
mad
it.
funny? You seen? Do you watch the what is it called, the Joe Budden podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the new episode with it was like a clip with Vince Staples, where he was talking about that? That shit was mad funny. Nigga said he made an album about his wife and y'all hated him for that shit, trying to be positive. And I was like, damn.
Vince might be one of the funniest rappers. He could almost probably do stand up, honestly, if he wanted to.
Honestly, I think he could.
Honestly.
I really do want to see him like do something like more like comedic acting too. The nigga's just mad funny, but he's mad smart. So it's like you're gonna learn something. You feel me? It's like
A lot of the stuff that he talks about, he's just saying it as a joke, but he's being dead ass serious.
Nah, yeah,
he's
dead
trying
ass
to teach you
serious.
something, but he's making a joke out of it. Like this Joe Budden podcast, he was talking about buying a house. He's like, you don't need all this shit. Like, buy something small, invest in it. Like, nobody's looking for you. Like, he was saying it in a funny way, but he was dead ass serious. Like, you don't need all that.
I never understood that shit.
One day.
Like having like the super duper crib and 30 cars. Like
I mean, if you look at what Rick Ross did, it kind of makes sense.
what did he do? Well, I know
You
he's
saw-
doing like the business.
You saw Coming Into America, the second one, the new one.
Oh right,
They
right,
filmed that
yeah,
at his
yeah,
crib.
facts.
That was his crib. That whole
Yeah.
movie was at his crib. Like all
Yeah,
that.
that's fire.
So
I did hear about
it kind of
that.
makes sense.
Yeah, everybody else though, y'all wildin'. Y'all wildin'. Give us your house. Oh
Yes.
nah,
Yeah,
that's fire.
he did.
That's the nigga who Mike Tyson bit him, right? Nah, yeah, I don't watch boxing. Damn, I sound like a wing. This nigga Mike Tyson bit, right? Hold on.
So last question that I have for you is like, what goals do you have that you're trying to accomplish?
You know what's funny? I've been asking myself that lately, cause I feel like I just been like narrowly focused, like not in a bad way, but kind of like I could be doing different things. I really want to see some of my production in like a movie or something. So I want to get into like learning sync licensing and stuff like that. I really want to get like more into like the business side, you know, as well as like I do want to drop some music here and there, you know. I like being behind the scenes though. I like that feeling of like building an artist up, and I don't know, like when they go on stage, everybody fucks with the song, and it's like you like that's your shit. You feel me? Like together, like y'all just moving them. So, but music for sure though. That's definitely like an actual passion of mine to like make my own music. So
Yeah,
I'll probably be like the next thing.
To write it down and make it like official, to work towards it.
Yeah.
You said you're talking to yourself about it already. You're trying to like, all right, I'm gonna try to do this by here. And even if you don't necessarily accomplish it by that time, at least you know that you're working towards it.
Nah, yeah, I just really started writing things down. I just, like I said, like I just never stay still. So I just kept moving and my ass ended up here. You feel me? Like that and just like loving music, but definitely though, yeah, I gotta write that down. All right, after this, I gotta get a notebook. I've been pulling out my phone too much. Yeah, shaking
said-
my head.
You said you had 1 million shout outs. You want to do those before we close out?
Facts. Yo, first of all, oh wait, hold on, yeah, because I've been chilling. First of all, we got to shout out Genius Studios, you feel me? I got to shout out you. We appreciate you for having me. Got to shout out my nigga Dice, you feel me? You on the camera. Got to shout out my brother Big Body Sam in the building, you feel me? Another fire artist. Oh, wait, when is When's your tape dropping, gang?
October 14th.
October 14th. No more broken hearts. You feel me? Tap in. But nah.
Yeah, do this shit.
I gotta.
Yeah.
Hold on. that's for the BTS. Who else? Nah. Shout out Iman. Shout out Skull. Shout out my God Prince Lawrence. Shout out Prada. Shout out Yaya. Shout out Bianca. It's mad people. It's mad fire artists. Like, that just be going crazy. I'm gonna play you some shit after this because nobody else is gonna hear it. And by the time they see this, they're not even gonna know that I played it for you. So love y'all, but for me, anybody else? Who else did I not shout out? There's so many people. But I love all of y'all. You feel me? Whoever's watching this, especially if you're from Yonkers, even if I don't know you, I love you, bro. I love you, sis. Keep doing your thing. Feel me?
I'd make sure you include that. Right, that's it. That's all I got. You got anything else?
Nah, I was trying to think of something clever, but I'm smacked.
With that being said, thank you guys for watching another episode of Just Talks.
Facts. Thank y'all.
And that's a wrap.
Lately I've been moving through the motion. Feel like I'm drowning in the ocean.